How's it going? So, I did quite a bit since the last time I videoed. The main reason I didn't take video when I was doing that, just because I was getting out here just a little bit at a time and kind of hurting for time, so I didn't want to mess around with videoing. She's all together. I static timed it when I put the distributor in. I'm trying to make sure I don't have any antifreeze leaking out of the heater core. Just put a new heater core on it. So I should be ready to start it. It's a roller cam, so I don't have to break in the cam. But I do want to bring it up to RPM and get it, breaking rings, whatever. So when I'm ready to do that, I will turn the camera back on. All right, I got the camera set in a good spot, I think. Crank the idle up off at neutral. This little sending unit is leaking. Just tighten it up. And try the antifreeze up and around it. And dinner. All right. Nervous as heck. I'm gonna go open the garage door first of all. Dang, it's warmer out there than it is in here. Half an inch. Okay. Got my thermometer. Let's see what happens. Dang. Well, that was friggin' a lot quicker than I thought. Fill the bowls up. All that. Let's crank the idle up a little bit more. Sounds like I got some lifter tick on the passenger bank. Oh shit. That's a power steering. Oh, maybe it's everything. It's just stuff burning off everything. Oh, I'm gonna put some power steering fluid in it because it's low. Possibly. Oh, that's the noise I was hearing. Probably can't hear me. Anyways, noise I was hearing almost sounded like could be power steering, but oh man, I don't know. Fire it up real quick again. Turn this wheels back and forth and see. Oh man, where am I leaking antifreeze from? Not great. Ah. Well, appears that my new Mopar water pump, which I got from Summit, I think that's what's leaking. Woo! It's fucking right from here. All right. Well, shit. Looks like that water pump's leaking, son of a gun. Well, I guess it's time to start tearing back into it. Hopefully this side is just a lifter that needs adjusted. but it won't take much to pull the valve cover off. So, I am excited, bummed at the same point, but I know that there's always something, especially with aftermarket parts. So, what I did like is it didn't run that long, but it didn't get too warm. Let's go see what it says here. Well, it's about at 200. That's gonna just shut her off too. And yeah, my factory temp gauge is working. Alright, okay, I'm gonna shut her down. Well, just figured I'd pop back on here, just say a few things. We're pretty bummed, but mainly I'm tired. I've been working my butt off and trying to get out here. And anyhow, I bought a Champion radiator. It didn't fit. My buddy gave me this one that came out of a, well, it didn't come out of anything. He bought it for his Challenger. It fits great. I got to clean up the rest of the RTV on there, but I think I just didn't get any RTV around that bottom bolt, and it was leaking out through that bolt. I didn't put a lot of RTV on it. It wasn't leaking like from, I thought it was maybe the weep hole on the water pump. And the only reason I was worried about that is I cranked it for a while the other day in order to get fuel up to the carb. So I cranked it, and you know, there's no antifreeze in there, so I thought, oh, could that have messed it up? But I got to pull my valve covers off. I started to here, but I'm tired. I'm going to go home and come back when I got a little bit more energy. But I got to pull the valve covers off and adjust the valve train. I think that's the only thing it is. After I shut off the last video, I fired it up, played with it a little bit more, put more power steering fluid, got that wine pretty much taken care of. So yeah, now I just adjust the valves and find somebody who's good with tuning a Holley. I mean, I used to be fairly decent, but man, it's been so many years since I have. Maybe I'll just get on Google or something and see what kind of advice they have. Besides that, the good news is none of my fuel lines are leaking, none of my power steering's leaking. It doesn't appear to be any oil leaking. I bought these rubber over metal gaskets off of eBay for the valve covers, and they're really thin. As far as they weren't wide this way where it fits against the head. And so I was just a little worried about those, but they appear to be good. I don't see any oil on anything. It ran for a while, got to 180, it stayed about there, so I believe it's cooling well, which, you know, I'm using a factory clutch fan just because I got it. When I first started this build, I planned on doing just a mild 440 and make it look as factory as possible, and then I kind of got crazy because I wanted to do a bigger cam, and then buddy talked me into doing headers instead of the manifolds, and it just all snowballed. But anyhow, yeah, it seems to be running cool. The tranny goes into gear without any friggin' grinding or anything. The clutch is probably just needs a little bit of adjustment, but it starts grabbing a ways up. But oh yeah, I'm tired. If you guys are even still with me, because I know that running video is like 17 minutes or something. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully I got a list of stuff over here on the wall I still got to do. The proportioning valve for the disc brakes, which I was going to do just now, but I need a plug for one of the brake ports. Battery, what did I write there? Oh, battery cable away from headers. I think I got that good. I got to figure out my backup lights. Went from automatic to manual. I got my throttle linkage. I got to get my return spring done. I got to get my air cleaner figured out. I cleaned headers off before I start. Yeah, a few more things, but it's definitely coming along. I got the heater box back in, so now I can put my console back in again. And I still don't see any water on the floor, so my I don't think I showed you guys, but when I put the new heater core in, and the nipples were barely sticking out of the firewall. The one on the right was more than the left, so I grabbed it with a pair of pliers and pulled it out. And it looked funny when I put it in the box, but I just thought, well, we'll see how it fits. And I was really worried that pulling on it and bending it out like that might compromise it and start to leak, but so far so good. That is I believe is OER that I got off the Summit, and it looked to be good quality. Besides that, and those might have just been bent from shipping. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll shut up. I need to go home and kick up my feet and relax, and come back when I'm feeling a little bit more froggy. All right, thanks guys.